Edmonton Cricket TV, Episode 5, Season 2. I'm your host, Mick Aussie. Wow, it's a Canada Day episode. Yeah, happy Canada Day to everyone. Hope you're having a great weekend. We've got another big show. We have 3 featured games this week from the past 2 weeks. We also, again, have Sudeepta Aurka's amazing batting tips. The sweep shot this week, it's excellent. And of course, a big international segment throughout the whole show, because congratulations to India in winning the T20 World Cup, defeating South Africa. So we'll talk about the T20 World Cup throughout the show. Now let's go to part 1 of my 3-part interview with the founder of Edmonton Cricket TV and the opening batsman for Strathcona A in the Premier Division, Philip Hicks. Now, you did a lot of pre-season indoors. How's your season going so far?
Well, Mick, pre-season wasn't all that great. Spent a bit of time in Fiji, went down to New Zealand, went to Australia, so a little disrupted. Have a newborn child now, so that really disrupted the pre-season. Probably reflecting why we started 0-4 for the start of the year, I think.
Well, you've had one good score. Are you making excuses for a couple of failures, or the pitches, or mentally not quite there? Distractions, I feel you're saying.
Look, I think all of my success in life has come by blaming others for my downfalls and why I haven't performed that well. So, speaking of topical things this week, what about the World Cup today? India win again. South Africa choke at the last. They needed 30 runs off of 30 balls. I couldn't believe it. What do you think?
Well, I think Quinton de Kock, with a great name, played well, and I thought Sharma was going to be player of the match, but Virat Kohli performed well, but he had a bad tournament. Well, about the Aussies getting beaten by Afghanistan? A bit arrogant, couple of selection problems. What do you think there?
Yeah, look, I think maybe Australia held on to a few of their older players for an extra year or two just to let them go off into the sunset there. And they did hold back a couple of young guys that probably could have helped them through there. But look, T20 cricket, it's like a toss of a coin. Any team can win. You can see how Afghanistan beat Australia, and then they got absolutely humiliated the week after against South Africa.
So Wade, wicket keeping was controversial, and Maxwell didn't perform. There's a couple.
Yeah, and then, of course, Davey Warner, he still performed, but he was still getting a little bit older, and that was holding up Fraser McGurk from getting his spot in the team as well. So I'm sure they'll do a debrief. And look, the one thing Australia's renowned for is when they get embarrassed in a World Cup, they tend to have a pretty good record of coming back and winning the next one.
Well, Steiner's play well, and Travis Head as well. Looking forward to the India versus Australia Test Series this summer in Australia. 2 of the best teams in the last 10 years. Well, the best 2 teams. What do you think about that one?
Yeah, look, India's done very well in the last several tours down in Australia, so I think Australia's going to want to really turn that around. It'll be good to see some big crowds back at Test cricket in Australia as well, so it should be a great season of summer cricket down in the Southern Hemisphere.
And, of course, the Major League Cricket is starting in America in July, I believe. Now, we're at the beautiful Victoria Park. You were meant to play this morning against Edmonton Lions, and it says on here, a walkover win by Strathcona A. Do you want to tell me about that?
Yeah, look, the home team is required to bring stumps and cones and all the rest of it, and unfortunately the opposition weren't able to turn up in time. There was a delay for over half an hour with a wet outfield. They still didn't have the equipment there ready, and then it was declared a walkover, and we got our first win of the season, so good win.
And at what point in time would the game be reduced from 40 overs to 35 or 30? Is that within half an hour or an hour after the start? I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, so from what I understand, at around 8:45 this morning, the umpires inspected the outfield. It was too wet in their opinion to start, so they delayed it by half an hour, reduced the match to 36 overs a side. Right. And then I think by 9:15 there were still no stumps, and then by 9:30 there were no stumps or cones in the outfield there, so they called off the match.
And then one of the players rolled up with the stumps, but you and your team deemed it too late, correct?
Well, by that stage the umpires had left. So game was already called.
Sportsmanship comes into play. Some people criticise you guys for possibly bad sportsmanship, but Rules are rules as well.
Yeah, look, I think it's really straightforward. If you stay within the rules, you're fine. If you stay outside of it, part of what's been really lacking in EDCL over the last 5 to 10 years is being consistent with the enforcement of rules. They're still trying. They still fall short from time to time, but it's important for the integrity of the league that they actually enforce the rules that are there.
All right, we'll probably be more talk about that this week. Now, some good news, and maybe we can take a little bit of credit for this. We talked last year about we need junior teams and women's team. Division 8, some junior teams are being formed. That's positive news. What do you think about that?
Yeah, look, anything to create the next generation of cricket, which has been really lacking for a long time here. It's still going to struggle for a while until they can increase the number of facilities from both training and playing surfaces. But great to see, I think Harpal Singh stepped up there to help out with the women's cricket and some of the junior cricket. There's a new indoor cricket training facility as well, which I went and checked out. And that was from what I could tell, excellent quality facilities that have been set up there as well. So, and that's coming from private investment as well. So, take my hat off to those people that put their hands into their own pocket to really advance the game of cricket.
And women's cricket, great to see a women's team.
Yeah, absolutely. The women's cricket's back in action as well. So, great to see that they're up and running. It'd be great to see that flowing all the way down through high school and junior cricket through schools as well.
We've seen my mailbag segment before. Well, I could have included that walkover win by the Strathcona A guys in a mailbag segment, but I didn't. I wanted to leave that part 1 with Philip Hicks unedited. Now let's go to our featured game, the first one of episode 5. It is from Victoria Park, Elite Division, 50 over game between the Kings A and Elites A. So the concrete wicket fella is here taking photographs. He loves it down here. His photographs are sensational too. Oh, he didn't know much about that, did he? Flicked it away, no run. Spinner comes in again. Oh, it's a short delivery, yes. He knew he was going to put that away early on. Too short. Comes in the bowl, he's got some pace. Oh, it's through the slip area, and it's gonna carry for 4 runs. Yes, risky shot, but only 1 slip in and a gully, I believe. So I believe this is Jasprit Singh facing, and he's a friend of the show. Philip Hicks interviewed him last year when they won the 40 over premiership game against the Elites here at Victoria Park. Gordon Huck coming into bowl. He's got some pace, hasn't he? Good bowler. Played recently for Edmonton Mega Intercity tournament that you can see on episode 3 of Edmonton Cricket TV. Gordon comes in again. Nice run up, nice pace. Oh, he's nicked it. Oh, I thought he nicked it. No, he didn't. Still plenty of overs to get the runs. It's the wickets in hand that's the worry. Oh, that's right. It's going to be caught. It's going to be caught. He's gone. He tried to hit that to the other side, and he's got a top edge. Popped it up in the air. Easy catch. 8 out now. So the Elites are in a very good position. He would not be happy with that shot. Would. San Aldeep Singh out. 8 down. As Warden Huck comes into Abhishek Shetty, and he's put that way up in the air. Oh, it's going to be safe though. Oh, but it's dropped and it's stopped still and did not reach the boundary. They'll come back for 3. Wow, he hit that way up in the air. Way up in the air, eh? I didn't want to fully cover where the ball was. I wanted to get it landing. Well short of the boundary and no fielder anywhere near it. And the final, when they defeated Elites in the Premier Division, Warden comes. Oh, did he get a nick? Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't know much about that one, though, did he? As he comes in again, nice run up. Not too long, good enough to get a nice bit of pace without the excessive amount of run up. It's the fast bowler, right arm fast over the wicket, and that is a nice shot. Two fielders coming in. Oh, good throw, very good throw, good cricket there, and the wicket keeper is congratulating the young fella. Warden Huck from the northern end, nice delivery, flicked off his pads there by Jaspret as Abhishek is on strike. It's a good shot straight down the wicket for a single. Will they come back for two? Yes, they have. Oh, it's good running. Very good running by Jaspret. What a great effort by Elites A. And as you know, in 2023, Season 1 of Edmonton Cricket TV, both of those teams were featured quite a bit. Congratulations to Warden Huck, as you will see there, the E&DCL player of the match. Elites A all out for 142 off 36 overs, and the Kings A all out for 90 off 19.2 overs. And as you'll see there is some of the best batters and bowlers from the game. So let's now go to our second featured game. I wanted to go and film the juniors. Yes, there is a new Division 8 with 3 juniors team and a women's team. So I headed down to Pusher Fields to film Phantoms versus the Kings. And here goes my interview with a couple of the stars of the game. Here with a couple of the stars of the game today in Division 8, the juniors division and the women's team, with Aham Galani and his younger brother Ursel. Aham, a friend of the show, first of all, mate, you're the captain and you had a great game making 70 runs. Tell us about that.
Yeah, it was going to be a tough game today. The second best team in the division. And so, I knew I had to make good runs and play the captain's inning. I got a good start with our openers. They batted very well, so I had a nice platform to come and play my game. So, yeah, that was it for my batting.
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't here for that, but I was here to film live, and you can watch the replay right now. The young fella Ursel took 4 wickets. When India beat them, comes in. He strikes, bowled him. Look at him happy. Here he is. He's here we go. He's so happy now. He's got his 3rd wicket. He can bowl, this fella. He's very accurate, isn't he? He's happy as anything. 3 wickets now. He's going to be in the running for the man of the match. Here he comes again. Very accurate. Oh, that's close. It's got to be close. Is he giving him? Did he give him? He got him. I was going to say that was very close. He's got his 4th wicket, the young fella. Wow. You must be very happy. You were excited. You're happy with your performance today?
I couldn't get the wicket. I still got 4 wickets. I'm proud of that. It was my second game.
You bowled very accurately. Excellent performance. Tell us a bit about Sid Patel, who made 37 off 44, and Boomil Patel, who made 31 off 29.
Yeah, no, Boomil, he's been really good. Even in the first game, he scored a 50. Opening wise, playing that swing with overcast conditions is pretty hard. But he came in and he did his job, and he did what I told him to do. And
Tell me more about how your dad and your brother have helped you with your batting and your bowling.
My dad, he's encouraged me during this whole journey of my cricket. When I would do something wrong, he'd tell me how to play this shot.
Yeah, you happy with their win yesterday?
Oh yeah, no, they deserved it. Virat Kohli is one of the greatest players of all time. Best batter, my favorite batter. To see him walk out, retire, it's sad, but it's good that he ended on a high note.
Great to meet you again, and great to meet you for the first time. Good luck for the rest of the season in the Division 8 E&DCL, and I'm sure you're playing in other divisions as well. What a great performance by the Galani brothers. Now, it's so damn windy down at Pusher Fields. Oh, even with the microphone, the audio just didn't work out as I wanted. So there is a full 5-minute interview, but I had to cut it short, unfortunately. It's always windy at Pusher Fields. Anyway, unfortunately, the E&DCL app let me down because I went there also to hopefully film the second game, which was the Edmonton Women's versus the Predators. But that game got moved to 5:30, so I didn't stick around for that game. Now let's go to our third featured game on episode 5 of season 2. It is Strathcona A versus Greenfield Cricket Club. Here with Kaushik, the captain of Greenfields in the Premier Division. And I knew him, he played for the Phantoms last year in the big $100,000 tournament. Now, beautiful day, we're checking out the pitch. Are you trying to bat or bowl first, you think?
It's a good pitch to bat for sure, I guess.
How have you gone so far this year in the Premier Division?
We had a good start. We won the first game, and then we had a game which was rained out, which could have possibly gone in our side. But for the rest of the games, I think we've won 2 so far among the 5, among 4 played. So I think we are sitting pretty at the middle of the table right now. So I think winning this game would definitely bring us back on top 3, and then I think just goes on from there. We just take one game at a time this time. So
that's a great saying. So you're obviously keen to get back in the elite division next year.
That's going to be the goal for every team in the Premier. So hoping it is in our favor.
And how long have you played for Greenfields?
I've been playing for the team for almost 13 years.
Wow.
I played my first game the day I landed in Canada. So this team has been my family. So and they know me very well, and I know the team. And it's more like a family for sure. So.
And from India?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm from Bangalore, India.
In Bangalore, India. Great to meet you again, and good luck today in this magnificent day at Victoria Park. I believe this is Jasjot Singh coming in the bowl. He keen for a wicket. He's hit that up in the air, and nice field placement, and that will go for 4 runs. Beautiful flip off the hips. Put in some money, and Edmonton Cricket TV was a sponsor. Big fella comes in. Well, he's got some pace. Oh, he's hit that up in the air, and there's 2 4s in a row. That's a beautiful shot. He'd be steaming. He'd be fuming. But you got to keep your cool. You got to get that extra energy, but keep the line and length that he wants. So let's see how he goes here. I believe it's not a decent enough bounce to bowl a bouncer, but maybe I'm wrong. This is going to be an important ball here. Yes, nice line and length, but he flipped it off his pads nicely, and that's going to be 3 4s in a row. Wow. Oh, there's some great batting there. 3 4s in a row. Let's see how the bowler goes this time. He'd be fuming. I would be if I was bowling. Oh, and he's nearly got him. Great comeback there. 3 4s, and then a beautiful delivery. That wasn't far off an edge. He definitely had him beaten all the way there. No question about that. But he survives, and the batter still has the upper hand. This is a great over, isn't it? Definitely making Edmonton Cricket TV episode 5. He comes in again, and there is a nice shot. No run. Here he goes. This might be the last ball of the over. It's been an excellent over action. Oh, and he's missed it. Would be too high for an LBW decision. So there's a great over of action here on Edmonton Cricket TV. Comes in the bowl from the northern end. Flipped off the pads. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, they've got him here. He's going to be run out. Oh, no. Oh, there's a crucial mistake. Oh, he mishandled it. The batter, Pinak, was stuck at the other end. They wouldn't be happy with that at all. Wow. Yeah, Philip Hicks told me he's been a little bit disappointed with some of the fielding so far this year for the Strathcona boys. Mainly the catching, but ouch. What a great performance by the Greenfield Cricket Club, who have come down from the elite division. So they're going well in the Premier Division. Now, the player of the match was Ashwin Srithkanth, who had a great all-round performance, and of course Kershawk Murali, wow, a bit unlucky not to get player of the match. He made 87 off 99, and of course Greenfield Cricket Club won quite easily, 245 for 5 out, and Strathcona 159 all out of 34.1 overs. And as you can see there, some of the other best batters and bowlers. So now let's go to one of my favourite segments in Season 2. It is Sudeepta Aurka, the former under-19 Canada player and currently with the Royal Bengals A, his batting tips / advice.
Alright guys, so another episode of the kind of quick batting tips. Last time we did cover drives, we broke it down into small segments, starting from the back and then working our way all the way kind of the full shot. We're going to do the same thing for the sweep shot. Sweep shot is very important if you're playing a lot of spinners, if you're playing on tracks like Victoria Park, where it keeps a little low. You can sweep, even if it's a good length ball, it's a good ball, you can still have a scoring option. You can really put the bowler off and dominate the game. So we'll break it down like before. I'll be here, I'll get into my end position, and then I'll get here to kind of drop it there on the second bounce. I'll hit 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I'll come back from slightly back, and then we'll do the same thing. 1, 2, and then we'll go from the full swing. Right here. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then we'll go from our stance. So we'll be here. So if you want to drop it somewhere around good length, into the sweep. Eyes on the ball. Lots of people close their eyes when they sweep. Eyes on the ball, head stays still. And then finally, we'll do a little bobble throw, a couple of underarms, and then we'll sweep those. Keep your head down, eyes on the ball the whole time. And you can start to try your sweep shot that way. So quick little drill, even in this kind of 1 minute, I've hit kind of 15 to 20 sweep shots. You go to the nets, you get bowlers bowling at you, you'll hit maybe one good sweep shot. But a drill like this, you can be hitting 50, 100 sweep shots within 5 minutes. So let's give that a try. Let's make sweep shots a part of your game against spinners, and you'll have a lot of success.
Well, thanks Sudeepta for another excellent batting tips advice. Yeah, the sweep shot, wow, it can be effective, but it can be risky if you get a top edge and hit it up in the air. Well, it's been a big international cricket show, of course, with India winning the World Cup. So let's go to some more, as I was on Friday night on New York-based Sportsgrid TV with Gabe Morency and Cam Stewart, and we talked lots about the World Cup.
Go from Steve Merrill to Mr. Mick Aussie, who steps up and in. And I guess it's fitting that Mick joins us, because on the TV in front of me right now, it says Oilers looking to trade Jack Campbell. What's going on, Mick?
Jack Campbell?
No, I'm just the cat, man.
What's that ball you got there? You got a cricket ball.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
the cricket ball, mate. Getting pumped for the T20 World Cup Final tomorrow morning. India versus South Africa. India, big favourites. I think they'll get it done. Afghanistan beat Australia and put us out, but we've won a lot lately. But yeah, it's a great tournament down there in the West Indies, and they play games in New York as well. So it's really good, guys.
So India are minus 225 favorites over the South Africans. One thing, though, Mick, about India and cricket, I mean, I know it's popular in a lot of countries, but India and Pakistan, that's their thing, right? India lives for it. They got the best of the pro league and stuff. And I've talked about the Mumbai Indians being my team.
Yep.
But I was going to say, Mick, all kidding aside, India, despite their passion for it, similar to Canada wanting to win a Stanley Cup, they often choke and don't win these World Cup matches. So what do you think? This is the time?
Oh, look, Australia, we beat them in the Test World Championship and we beat them in the 50 over, which was in India, as you know, and our boy Travis Head scored 143. Listen, India could have three teams that would beat probably most countries. The IPL is Indian Premier League is 20 over. They've just come off that, so they're in form. They're very good. Take their captain, Rohit Sharma, to score the most runs. He's the opening batsman and he's on fire. And for South Africa, if you like them to do well, Quinton de Kock. There you go, Cam. You love that name. Quinton de Kock is a very good batsman as well. So
hold on.
India to win, though.
You're throwing player props on us now. Hold on, let me load this up. Hold on, let me look. I don't know who these guys are.
Player props.
Okay, hold on. Player of the match: JJ Burmara, RG Sharma, V.
Sharma's the
Kohli.
guy. He says he likes Sharma.
He's the player of the match.
Kohli's one of the best players ever, but he's out of form. He hasn't been playing well, but he's a legend in India. But there's Sharma, opening batsman, is on fire. And Bumrah is a great bowler as well. One of my favourite bowlers, mate. He is fast and he swings the ball. He's an absolute star. They could have 3 teams, India. They're so good at the T20, which is 20 overs. It's bash, bash, bash. But the West Indies and New York, there's been a lot in it for the bowlers. So it's been really entertaining. Not just bash, 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 which the IPL sometimes is too much for the batters.
I like what the over-under in the first inning is. 166 and a half.
Yeah. That's a total.
I told you guys off the top, we have a little bit of something for everybody on the show tonight. A little Cricket World Cup T20 action. India, minus 225 against South Africa. I'll jump in on the Indians in this match. Looks like I'll have to do it on the parlay, but let's see if is there any other options here. They got a bunch of stuff here. Let me go dig deeper here. T20 top batter. Gurbaz minus 138. Sharma plus 110. Q de Kock plus 20 to 1. I'm not saying that one again. That's the guy's name.
No,
Q.
No, it is. Yeah, it is. Like, what are you doing? You can't change.
You get that jersey, you get the guy's jersey in the back, Q the cock. Like, that'll be a big one. Like, a popular one. There's only 3 guys for top batter, really, like with the odds. The other guys are like 66 to 125 to 1. Gurbaz, Sharma, and Q the cock. It is with a K. So,
Sharma.
Same game parlay. I'm gonna go with like the top bowler in India to win, and I'm gonna put your boy like top. I'm dead serious here. I'm gonna get him in top bowler, and then India. I'll put this together after. Let's get to the AFL.
Well, that was a lot of fun. See how I get Gabe going? I started with the cricket ball, so he would ask me about it, and he loves a bet, so that was awesome. Well done to India, and well done to Canada, in their first World Cup, got a win, so that was great. Now, a bit more news. Some of the friends of the show, Yusuf Huck and Ish Sohi, they were playing out in Vancouver this weekend in the BC Big Bash 24. So teams from all over the country, they had 3 wins and 0 losses, and then they unfortunately got beaten in the quarterfinals. So that looked like a really big event out there in BC. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show, and please hope you can tell your mates, share, like, word of mouth. It really does help a lot. And message me if you want me to come and cover your cricket game. Hopefully I can.